Hello, all of my lovely singles out there in internet land. This is Neptunifish Tarot. Thank you for stopping by the channel. So, I'm going to start a brand new series today, and this is for singles, and that would include anyone who is perhaps in a separation and wanting a message from spirit about what they can expect or what actions they might take to bring the one that they love back to them. All right. So specifically for singles, though, who are just putting it out to the divine, their intentions, their desire to have a divine partnership, right? This is understanding that when we ask the universe for what we want, we can expect to receive that. And so I'm going to ask Spirit today to give us advice about all of those things. And I just wanted to let you know these are the decks I'm going to be using. So for tarot, the main deck I'm going to use is Ethereal Visions, Illuminated Tarot deck by Matt Hughes. I'm going to clarify with the White Sage Tarot. And then we're going to use 4 different oracle decks. You can see Divine Feather Messenger by Alison, DeNicola, The Oracles of the Fairies by Karen K, Whispers of Love, Angela Hartfield, and then Alana Fairchild's Kuan Oracle. So, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and shuffle up the decks, and when I return, we will get into your reading. Thank you. Okay, Cancer. We've got your reading on the table. So I'm just going to hop right into it. Again, I asked Spirit before I dealt out the cards, what can I show the sign of Cancer about what they can do at this time to manifest their divine partner? So that's the question that I asked, and this is the answer. So first I asked for an overall energy, and I got the 2 of Pentacles, right? So Cancer, we see you in this energy of, there's lots of things with the 2 of Pentacles. Clearly the first thing is, there's this juggling, right? So maybe there's this back and forth, okay? There's this vacillation, maybe a decision that you have to make. So I would say the first question, Cancer, that comes to my mind is kind of popping in my head here, like, would you choose to have the divine partnership? And if the answer is yes, have you identified that is, what you want? Have you made it known and set the intention, right? That this is what you want? Then I think the second question is, do you believe that it's possible? Do you believe that this is something that's going to come in, that's meant for you? Are you aligning your beliefs with your desires, right? So there's something that's up in the air about this situation for you. There's something that universe wants to say to you about something in your process that maybe is that's maybe going to need to change either within you, or the situation that's coming in is going to be changing. But there's definitely something up in the air about this. So let's see what else we have here. At the bottom of the deck, we do have the Magician on the main deck, and on the bottom of the clarifying deck, we had the 10 of Pentacles. So this is definitely you, Cancer, being the Magician, right? this is to allow you to be confident that you're definitely going to be able to manifest. Like, so this is you being able to do this thing. This is kind of answering the question. Yes, you have the capacity to be the magician, the author and the creator of your own abundance, of all of your happiness, for all of your 10 pentacles. We see you on the pathway to doing that. And when we pan out on the reading, I just want to say a couple of things about this as a whole before we get into the message. First of all, you're going to see in the top row, we have Queen of Pentacles to the left, King of Pentacles to the right. That, Cancer, is the divine partnership. That is the divine partnership. So, and Pentacles are a wonderful partnership for you to have, Cancer, because this is going to be a long-term, stable, and you know a divine partnership anyway, it transcends lifetimes, right? A divine partnership is something that is spiritual in nature, right? And so clarified, Queen of Pentacles clarified by the Emperor, and King of Pentacles clarified by the King of Wands. It's very masculine energy. It's Emperor is all of the kings into one. And, you know, this is going to be a very stable union. It's going to bring Three of Cups so much joy. I mean, just so much joy it's going to bring. And so, you know, and so that is the message for sure. This thing is definitely on the way. It's kind of like a reassurance to let you know that it's going to be a very mature energy, right? And so there's going to be a process, though. I feel like leading into this. Like, here it is right at the beginning of the reading. So it exists already. It's like just waiting for, okay, so here it is. Spirit's trying to say, look, this thing is just on the other side of the veil. Like, it's just waiting. It's already like this person, your person, it's so close in proximity to you. There's not a lot that you actually have to do. Like, out of all the signs that I've done so far, Cancer, and like, I don't know if you're the 9th or 10th one, like, you're the first reading I've done where I feel like there's not a whole heck of a lot that you actually have to do. I feel like for you, it's more just about like allowing it to sort of come in. Like, for you, I feel like it's more just about like, there's some kind of like, you're learning to just grab a hold of joy. Like, focus less on how it's going to come in and just grab a hold of the emotion of this Three of Cups, which is like right in the middle of it. That's the focus right there. Understanding that when you tap into the watery energy, which is, you know, Cancer, I mean, like, frankly, that's your element anyways. You're in your element when you're in the Three of Cups. But that's the key to the manifestation. That's the key to bringing in the abundance. And that's what I feel like you're up in the air about, because there's this fixed part of your sign, of your astrology, of your nature, that's clinging on to like, you know, how's this going to happen? And, you know, like, what are all the things I have to do to make this thing happen? And it's like, the more that you fixate on all of that stuff, like the less that you're freeing your energy to just tap into this Three of Cups, this happiness, this joy, this sort of like freedom. There's this freedom of allowing. And just this focus on, being more carefree, I guess, is the word. Carefree is what I'm feeling for you, Cancer. So let's keep going on to the bottom row, because we see this Nine of Cups, right? And we see this Chariot. So this is about you definitely moving quickly towards the fulfillment, towards, again, this emotional, like, so you're taking this recognition of the Three of Cups, like, what is it that brings you joy and happiness? And like, what can you do in your life right now to just tap into that place? Like, go out and be free and have fun with people, and like get your mind sort of like get out of your mind, or get out of whatever else might be going on. And you sort of like, you're narrowing the gap, right? You're closing the distance between the 3 and the 9. You're moving quickly, right? And so in the center of this read, so in concert with this Three of Cups and Page of Swords, right? Learning how to tap into the carefree emotion, into the joy, into the, just being, emotionally happy and in the moment, I guess, right? And then underneath it, you have this Four of Pentacles and the Six of Swords. So really, like, it's like funny, because when I was dealing out the cards, right, and the Four of Pentacles was on the table, and I was trying to get something to clarify it, like nothing wanted to come out of these cards. And this little deck, this little White Sage Tarot, like these cards pop out like nothing else. Like they pop out constantly, and I couldn't get anything to pop out on this Four of Pentacles. And I said, while I was dealing the cards, I was like, come on. I was like, what are you holding on to, Cancer? Like, what are you holding on to? Like, what are you not wanting to let go of? And the Six of Swords is perfect, right? Because it's like you realizing under this Page of Swords, it's like you coming to the realization that, like, honestly, you just need to like get yourself into a calmer headspace. You need to release this anxiety and this holding on and this attachment to like outcomes, and like, well, how's it going to happen, and when is it going to happen, and who is it going to be, and what is it going to look like, and how am I going to know, and like all of this stuff. And it's like, simply release the need to know. Simply release the need to know. Like, honestly, all of this is going to come in for you as soon as you start to get into the positive feeling momentum, right? That part of the manifestation, that part of the magic, right? Of your magicianship, which is about feeling into what you want. Like, how is it going to feel when you have the divine partnership? That's where I feel like Spirit is leading you, is to tap into your water element, into your feelings. And so, the final scene we have is death, right? So there's this ending of an old way of approaching a relationship. There's this rebirth. There's this clearing away. And look at this. You have a wall of kings. On the top row, King of Pentacles with King of Wands. On the bottom row, Death with King of Pentacles and King of Swords. So there's this real maturing energy, and it's maturing with regards to your magicianship. With your magicianship, like with you're like up leveling your craft. Your ability to bring into manifestation, right? Because remember, the question was, what can Cancer do to manifest, to bring in their divine partnership? And so there's this, by going through this process, right? By making a decision to sort of like stop juggling all of this energy that you've been juggling up to this point, the guidance, the advice is found in this key of mastery, right? Which is you being the emperor. Like, it's all the kings together. The only king we don't have represented here is the King of Cups. And actually, now that I just said that out loud, that's important. So the king that's missing, Cancer, is the King of Cups. That's the mastering of your emotions. That's what I've been trying to get at here in the reading. There it is. That's the answer. That's what needs to change. That's what you need to focus on. And that's the answer to the question. There it is. There's a mastery that comes with a King of Cups. A King of Cups is somebody who has moderated their emotional states. And for all of us water signs, I'm a water sign, also Cancer. I'm a Pisces. There's this evolution. There's this up-leveling in our magicianship as we evolve our skill sets, right? As we gain experience on the journey, and especially when it comes to relationship, right? There's this evolving thing with how we come into alignment with our own emotional states, a maturity, right? And it's within us, because whatever we address within, it's reflected by our external environment. And so when we're talking about bringing in divine partnership, this is a spiritual partner, a lifelong partner, somebody who is going to be with us in a Pentacles way, in a very tangible, very real, very mature, very long term, right? That's going to bring us into a Ten of Pentacles energy, into a very abundant, happy, like, it's the penultimate thing. It's reaching our destiny almost, right? So there's something in your process right now where Spirit is trying to guide you, Cancer, towards this King of Cups, this King of Cups. This is you stepping into the King of Cups energy. This is you becoming a King of Cups. Because once you do, you know, and I would even say there's his missing spot under the King of Wands. Like, here's the other three. And once you fill in that spot, right, it's like you're reborn. You're reborn into this new opportunity. So let's look. Oh, I had a ton of oracle cards come out. I mean, I only asked for one from each, and we got more than that. So let's get into that, because we got a minute or two here of this. So let's find out what the Princess of the Autumn Harvest is. This is card 22. This is from Kuan Oracle. And for each of the signs, I've been actually reading these because this is really beautiful guidance in this book. So let's see. Card 22. All right. The princess of the autumn harvest brings gifts of bounty and blessing for efforts and actions of the past. Ooh. It is a time when fruit of labors is ripe for the picking. A beautiful blessing is on its way to you now. This may come in the form of a spiritual gift, an opportunity, a windfall of abundance, a significant relationship, or an important friendship and more. I have full body chills, Cancer. With gratitude in your heart, you will recognize the blessing when it comes to you, and it will serve you perfectly. Be open to receive it, knowing it is justly deserved. I don't have to add anything to that. That's gorgeous. And then we had 2 cards from the Oracle of the Fairies come out. We did have temptation. Are you in denial about an unhealthy habit, perhaps one that makes you feel guilty? The fairy says you have the power to overcome temptation, whatever its guise. And then we had transformation, which I think is kind of tied in with that death card. This fairy tells you to surrender to a transformation in your life that's happening for your highest good. Embrace your transformation. The best is yet to come. Yeah, I mean, there's something about... You're also being asked to... This is kind of like a call to faith situation where you're kind of stepping into the unknown a little bit. You're definitely stepping into, like, we're always being asked to do things on blind faith, are we not? Like, the universe has the blessing, it has the relationship that we're desiring, right? But in order to realize it, sometimes it's just as simple and just as hard as having the faith to believe that it's on the way, and having the faith to step out and do things that, you know, we just haven't been comfortable yet doing. And nonetheless, we're determined. We're determined to do it anyway. Right? So set that intention. And then slow down. Pause and allow things to unfold, right? You can't be attached to outcomes. And I think that all ties in with this 4 of Pentacles and 6 of Swords. Sorry, I can't talk. Just allow it to unfold. Just like slow it down. 6 of Swords. You know, get yourself into a calmer place mentally, right? And just learn how to tap into, you know, like find something to be happy and excited about. And do something for someone. Do something for someone. Give your attention to another. And I think that ties in a way of, you know, stop focusing so much on all of this, right? Just kind of go out and you know, focus your attention on something else. I mean, in the picture here, we have this little, whatever this is, I don't know, is it a fairy or some kind of a being? I just, you know, it's focusing on these animals, you know, go spend time with your kids, go, you know, give your attention to somebody, you know, in your family or your friends, or something that's going to bring you into a lovely environment, like something that's going to allow you to more easily tap into joy, I feel like, is the message here. And then finally, we had this eagle. You are learning all aspects of spiritual connection and reaching new heights. Yeah. Well, that's all of life. Life is about learning, right? But there's definitely an energy right now of you being birthed into a new cycle. And if you'll go willingly, Cancer, all the abundance is going to be yours. Like, this is you making this happen, right? This is you choosing to bring this in. Just believe that it's on the way. That's it. Well, this message has gone longer than everyone else's Cancer, so I'm going to leave it right here. If you did like the video, please go ahead and like it. Consider subscribing to my channel. I would love to hear any comments that you have, if it resonated or anything else for that matter. And I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.